just winging it. I don't know what's all here. Disregard my hair. But we're making steaks for lunch. So I got some garlic on here. Some minced garlic. And I'm gonna put the rest of this on here because there really ain't shit left. Get out the kitchen. Oh man, I missed the trash can. Then we got some Kinder steak blend. Might work, might not. Ooh. That don't smell like a steak blend. But like I said, we working with what we got here. Some onion powder. We're just gonna press this in, and then I'm gonna just put the steak blend on the other side, I guess. I cut them up because they were browning on me. So it's just smaller pieces of 3 steak, but I wanted them to make sure they got all the juices. Good morning, Kim. So, and then I'm gonna make some asparagus with some mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. And that should hold me up till dinner time. Hi, Kimberly. I'm making mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, steak, and asparagus. Christine. So I feel like that looks pretty seasoned, if I do say so myself. I don't know how well that minced garlic will do just sitting on it, but I don't have enough minced garlic to sear the steaks, individual steaks with, to give it that garlicky taste. So we're just working with what we got here. So I'm just gonna turn it upside down with the garlic facing downwards, so it soaks maybe upwards through the meat. I don't know. It is my skincare girl. I do skincare lives in the mornings and at night, so if you see me in my bathroom, it's probably a skincare live. Before, unless it's my bandage change, but it's CeraVe, and then The Ordinary, and then that's it. Actually, I don't know what I was gonna continue with that. Let me rinse off my hand. I do have to start this dishwasher because I loaded it. Hi, Jane. I'm at the trap house, y'all, so if it's a new surrounding and it's not up to your standards, mind your business. I don't live here, okay? And neither do you. It's not my usual apartment, I know. I honestly wouldn't mind living here to save money compared to what I'm paying in rent while I look for a house if my lease ends, but I don't know if I could do it with the dogs. I don't know if I could live with these dogs. They're so destructive, it ain't even fucking funny. Good morning, how are you? I'm doing all right, how are you? All right, first and foremost, where are we at on the leaderboard, y'all? As you're joining in, let me know. Swipe over and tell us where we're at. We're trying to, okay, close. We're trying to be on top 3, and if we can get to top, the top of the top. Where do you get your serum skincare at? The Ordinary, Kim. I posted it. If you go to my photos, you can see it in my photos. I don't think they have a clean strainer, so we're gonna use a bowl. Hi, Kylina. Oh my gosh. I I don't know how to. You should have seen how long it took me to try to figure out the fucking washing machine. Okay. I put a slit in the middle of the steak, add just a little butter. Oh, when you cook it? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. I always forget to do that. But I do, like, there's a little bit of garlic, but not enough to be able to sear all of those steaks and do what I need to do. So I just put it on there and hope it works enough. These are looking a little bit on the soggy side. We're number 7. All right, then. Okay, yeah, we're still up there. What's a good place to go for a beach vacation? Florida seems it's gonna rain all July. Well, it rains for like an hour or two. It's not really rain. It's just like, so I think you'll be alright, girl. So if you want to go to Florida, go to Florida. It's not gonna rain that long like you think. Like it's gonna rain for an hour. Where are you, if I may ask? At the trap house, Josh's house. That's where I'll be at, girl. Cut those off. We're just gonna have asparagus without the little thingies because they are soggier than shit. Okay? So we're just gonna work with what we got. Replay when you were live, girl. My phone's really on low %, so I should be saving my battery for emergency purposes probably. But I wanted to come live with you guys because I don't know when I'll be home. He said he should be home by 12:30. It's supposed to be an easy day today, but if he ain't home by 12:30, I'm going the fuck home. I ain't sitting around waiting. Unless these weather apps would be lying, we all know they do. Well, it's supposed to be storming here all week. I thought you meant for like the whole month. But I didn't think you could look weather up that far ahead. I thought it was only up to 14 days. So you sure? You sure, girl? Christine, thank you for the 100 stars, beautiful. We're number 7. Let's see if we can get up to number 5, you guys, during this live. Yeah, Wendy, I don't know. I've never seen you do hashtag replay while I was live. So I was like, girl, we live. We here. In flesh. And then what we gonna do is, well, first I gotta put these steaks back in the fridge. I'm gonna take them out to get room temp, probably like 30 minutes before I cook them at the trap house. Yep, that's what I call this place. It literally. Use these tatters. You're always cooking, cleaning, and grocery shopping. Hope Josh appreciate what you do. Me too. Sometimes it don't feel like that. And I'm sure lots of women and men can relate. Okay. Hi, Frank. That washer is yelling at me. I don't know why. We ain't making our mashed potatoes because bitch ain't nobody got the time. Hopefully his roommate's wife ain't mad that I'm using their mashed potatoes, but I brought steak and mac and cheese and asparagus, so contribute. Do you guys just take turns? Take turns with what? Oh yeah, it's been storming all day, all last night and all day here. Yeah, the trap house is Josh's house. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you, girl. We're just gonna add a little bit of parsley and some Italian seasoning to these potatoes because they're just the regular ones. Okay, so we're gonna warm them up in here, but then we're gonna put them in a pan and add seasonings and mix it in some butter. Bob Evans, be where it's at. By the time that I prep all of this, it should be time that he's here. And like I said, if he ain't, going home. I'm killing the fuck home, especially since my phone's about to die. Right, Amber. I was about to say Amanda. Right, Amber. Because if a bitch, you gonna fuck around and find out. It happens like that when we don't like see each other for like 3 or 4 days. He says he's fine, but it's like, shut up. You know you're not, so shut up. What am I doing wrong? They turn soggy. Is that normal? Lisa, how do you cook them? And then I'll be able to maybe help answer your question. You can't even reposition. There's so much shit in here. I don't get how people do such big ass loads of laundry. Like, how do you feel your clothes are clean? You're using the same amount of time to dry it as you would do 3 separate loads. Makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. Good morning, Shelby. Never seen a door like that, but it is the trap house. That's to like the AC unit or some shit like that. A lot of doors, or a lot of old houses have doors like that. But this house is like falling apart. Okay, the floors are caving in. You don't know if you're gonna walk through them and end up under the house. This house has been through hell and back. Okay. But it's a roof over thy head. So, like I said, I've considered moving in here to save money while I look for a house or maybe build, but I don't know if I could fucking do it. I really don't know. Like, I would be gone a lot of the times. Is Libs alone now? Are his dogs still there? No, he has 2 roommates. A husband and a wife. And they have 3 kids. And there ain't enough room for everybody in here. Water heater. Yeah, that too. Hi, Margaret. I'm new on Facebook. Well, welcome, sir. Don't do it, girl. Girl, but if you think about it, you're saving me so much money. I'd only be paying like $250 in rent here. I could sacrifice. Why does this microwave look like it's about to explode? Back up in case it do. We're doing some Italian seasoning. And some parsley if they wants it. Do we have parsley in the house? Okay, no parsley, but we are going to add some black pepper. I just swore she had parsley last week. What's that? husband's here sleeping, and I'm probably... Oh, there's Chives. Okay, we'll work with Chives. Her husband's here sleeping, and I'm probably telling him to shut the fuck up. But I can't reach shit over here most of the time. I always feel like I'm gonna break that door. Does he work midnights? No. He does like concrete and landscape and stuff. And cement work, like builds the little shit around landscape. I don't know what the hell it's called. And he wakes up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., goes into work till like 5 or 6 p.m. And obviously it's storming, so they went in for a half day. So I'm sure he's catching up on sleep for the week, as anybody would. Why don't you and Josh live together? Because, bitch, I ain't dealing with those dogs. You want to see how destructive they are? Come over to this house. Have you seen what they did to my house when they were over for just one day? Unsupervised at my home? Love them to death. They're sweet dogs, but if you found a house and had a couple months before you could close, then maybe do it for the short time. Well, the thing is my lease ends in December, and that seems like it's so far away, but it really isn't. And I don't want to renew another lease there and be stuck in case I do find something, and be spending $100 more in rent, because they raise your rent up, and then month to month is so expensive there. I would never ever do that. So that's why I've like considered. That's why I've considered it, because it would literally save me so much money. But I don't know if I could do it. Like I said, the dog smell. You like your place you're at, don't you? Yes, but I want to own. I don't want to keep wasting my money for rent. I want a home for my babies when I have my babies here on Earth. I want a yard for Frank and a home for Frank. One pack of those taters feeds you all. Josh doesn't really like mashed potatoes, and I have no idea. Limit your scoops. I mean, there's mac and cheese and asparagus. We will survive. Hi, Audrey. How are you? I'm gonna try to attempt to use a cast iron. What? You move in with Josh one day, so when the dogs come, hopefully they're by the time that happens. No offense, buddies. You're sweet. You want to see what they do? Let me just show you. Let me show you. Frank would probably say he's out if you move in. Yeah, Frank literally every time I get up tries to go to the main door. I'll just give you an example. Okay? Bitch, if my door looked like this, I would literally hail to the motherfucking no. They cannot get this shit clean from them. Have been replaced numerous times. I don't even want to show you the backyard, girl. We even go to do that to them, okay? We even go to do that part. Come on, Frank. Are y'all staying out? Alright, and then the front door, let's not even talk about that. The inside of it, you can sit here and be like, well, they paw to get in. My dog don't do that. And the front door, the inside part of the front door looks like that. They chew the fence. They dig very big holes to try to get out constantly. They shit in the house. They pee in the house. Fuck no. Fuck no. Couldn't do it. Hell to no. Not in a house that is new and I have to pay for the damages. I am a way too OCD for that kind of lifestyle, girl. I literally wipe my dog's ass in his mouth and baby wipe him from every walk. I wash my blankets like numerous times a day and my pillows, like, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Like I said, they're sweet, they just are not. They're not meant to be house dogs. They're meant to be outside. Where are y'all coming from? Like, what in the hell? Oh, I don't know, Rachel. That's their business, girl. Okay. I guess I could put it on a plate. This is Frank's lunch. I made him some chicken, and he's gonna have some lettuce with it, and probably bitch and strawberries. 4 strawberries. I do that to my pup also, and I wipe his feet. Yeah, I don't wipe Frank's feet. I probably should, but I already do so damn much. And he's like, bitch, get the fuck off me. But I'm too tidy, I'm too clean. Like, I don't like a full countertop. I don't like. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
It'd be hard to live with a family and dogs. I mean, I don't know. They're sweet people. They mind their own. I brush them daily, wipe them every time they go out, and vacuum daily. It's a lot for sure. Yeah, that's another thing. I vacuum and mop with me and Frank 2 to 3 times a day. If I had more than me and Frank, oh. I don't know if I could do it. No, they moved in probably like a year after Josh started renting this place. Where's Karen at today? Who's Karen? Which one? There's a few Karens. Okay, I got my asparagus. I think it's soaked enough. Yeah, I've never used one, Rachel, so good luck with me. How will you do it with kids, though? Girl, by all means, for some babies, I'll do anything, okay? I will, if you shit, puke, vomit, snot all over me, my house, my walls, every inch of my house, don't give a fuck. Okay? Do not care. A pet should not be doing all that. Okay? A child, understandable. I'll clean up all day. I ain't cleaning up piss and shit. For my dog, I should have been trained not to do that. I wasn't being a Karen. I bought you forever. It was just chatting is all. No, somebody said, "Where's Karen at today?" And that's why I was responding to it. I literally hate when people compare pets to animals, like when it comes to cleaning up after them and cleanliness. Like, a child is going to be messy. There is no reason why your dog should be shitting in your house. Okay? Why are we... Like, why are we even having this argument? You know what I mean? Like, what? If my kid takes their diaper off and has a oopsie on the floor, which has happened so many times with children. I don't know why it happens, but it does. Understandable. But why is your dog shitting in your house? Why is your dog shitting in your house? Why is your dog pissing in your house? Unless they can't control their bladder or their bowels because they're aged or sick or whatever, why are they doing that? Why are we comparing that to a child getting food all, like, you know what I mean? No. I'll do it after my babies all day long. Any babies, don't care. I'll do it after humans, don't care. Will it bother me if I'm cleaning up after a grown man or woman all the time? Yes, by all means. But, well, dogs can't talk to you, don't know if something has gone on medically. That's fine, accidents happen. But I'm talking every other day. No. No. Frank has had accidents at my new apartment. He's had 2. He was sick as hell. Remember? I think I was live when it happened. But if they're just doing it to do it because they're not trained, we have issues, bruh. What? His dogs are like 10 and 8. I think. I don't know. You don't know how old they are. Found them, like, these 2 were like strays or some shit. Oh yeah, Shelly, I believe it. I believe it. The one thing that I will say, when I was a nanny, I used to be like, kind of like a live-in nanny, but get out the kitchen. Kind of used to be like a live-in nanny. That's another thing that bothers the fuck out of me, is they don't know boundaries in the kitchen. They literally be right up on you, licking whatever you have in your hand. Oh. But I was like kind of like a live-in nanny. Like some days I would like stay overnight, cause he was like a on-call like surgeon or whatever. And then she was just, she liked to party, okay? The mom loved to party. My house does not smell like a dog. People don't even realize I have a dog. And I went and I got in the shower, and the youngest got up in the middle of the night. I don't know about what time it was so long ago. But he got up in the middle of the night, and I shit you not, went down in the kitchen, I have no idea what just fell, went down in the kitchen, and where are you? At the Trap House. Christine, thank you for the 250 stars, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, Shelby, yes, that's beautiful. Right, Amber, exactly. Like I said, you can do whatever. Whatever, I do not care. But, yeah, got into the flour, sugar, the whole, like, you know, what are the Lazy Susans? The things that rotate. Most people keep, like, their baking and all of that stuff down there. It was like an older house, and got into the flour, got into the sugar, got into like everything. There was flour in places I didn't think flour could possibly humanely be. Like, I'm pretty sure I was bathing this kid and there was just clumps. Like, he was clumping with everything that was all over him. I didn't care about the mess in the house. I just cared about cleaning him up. I was just like, oh no. As soon as I saw him, I was like, oh no. He got it all over the couch, all over the kitchen. There was these little cutest little footprints all throughout the house though. Cutest little footprints all throughout the house. And you could tell when like he would stop and pour it out, you know what I mean? Or play and then walk and then stop and pour it out, and play and walk and stop and pour it out. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest thing ever. So cute. We're doing onion powder and some garlic on these. Number 4 on the leaderboard. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go, y'all. Let's see if we can keep it up. We're gonna end up being number 1. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. But yeah, I did not care about cleaning that up whatsoever. I remember I just looked at it and I was like, oh no. Little Billy Boo Billy. His name was William, but I always called him Billy Bob. And then whenever he got to around like 3 or 4 years old, I stopped watching him probably when he was like 5 or 6. And when he got to being about like 3 or 4, he'd go around going, Billy Bob, Billy Bob, Billy, Billy, Billy Bob, because that's what I would sing to him. Be like, Billy Bob, 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 Billy Bob, Bob, Bob. And he would just go around the house going, Billy Bob, Billy Bob, Billy, Billy Bob. It was the cutest thing ever. I love that for him. She's too old to train now. Yeah, some old dogs you can't teach new tricks, by all means. Yeah, Pam, I didn't read your other messages, but that's sad. Yeah, a lot of people will just let their dogs piss and shit in their house and they don't care. Or piss and shit on puppy pads their whole life, so when they go to a house where they're trying to like take them out and stuff, the dogs are like, what the hell? I potty trained Frank on puppy pads and fake grass or whatever and a litter box. Oh, Shelly, I know. Were you a live-in nanny? Yeah, pretty much for the most part. I mean, I had my own apartment, but I was never there. But, is this moldy? I can't tell, no. The green is just reflecting off of it. But, yeah, I trained Frank on puppy pads and fake grass and a litter box. He came being litter trained, but he did not fuck with it at my house. And, even though he was trained on puppy pads before he started going outside, you put down a puppy pad, he won't use it. The only time he'll ever use one is if we're at an airport and there's no like dog area. This damn lash, is it clustered? It feels heavy right here. Is Carolina at work?
Yes, she is.
Oh. I don't know. I don't have my little brush thing to brush through them. But yeah, everything is prepped. My nose itches like hell. But I'm gonna prep Frank's food and then do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I need to stop itching my damn nose though. Yeah, Nancy, well, I couldn't do it because I lived in an apartment and I didn't want to risk getting my dog sick. Oh, Amber, it was literally so much fun. Like, pretty much doing the whole mom duties and dad duties and getting paid for it and like reaping the benefits of like being able to use their car, like their card when you go out to lunch, take the kids shopping, do fun shit with them. It was a blast. And get paid for it on top of that. It was a blast. But I guess I'll jump back on when I'm trying to cast iron this, and we'll see how I do. I need to find a charger though. You're gonna bring us out. Yeah, that's a good thing though, Nancy. He was the purgy because he's vacuuming. I don't know what he's doing. The vacuum's back in the corner. But yeah. I will see you guys here shortly. I hope everyone's having a somewhat decent, fine, wonderful day. And oops, whoa. And I'll see you guys when I come back on to cast iron these steaks. Hola, ¿cómo vas? Hello, Valentina. Estoy muy cansada. Me too? I'm tired as fuck, girl. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. And oh, tomorrow is my follow-up with my appointment for my foot. So we'll be live after that. I think it's at 11 a.m., but I have to double check. I hope it's not at 1. I'm gonna be pissed as hell if it's at 1. I hate when I have appointments late in the day like that, but I'll see you guys later. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Bye, my loves.